G'day folks, Andy here from McDowall Manor. I've got a bit of a bag of tricks there on that Japanese garden table. You can see there's some shade cloth, some ag pipe, slotted ag pipe. That's a weed mat, that roll at the back, and that's a pond liner in the front there. So what are we going to do with that bag of tricks, you're probably wondering? Well, if you look over there past the clothesline, we've got ourselves some sleepers. This will probably be the last garden bed that I put in the garden, so I thought I'd have a crack at something different and produce a wicking bed. It's Tarly whinging in the background, you can hear. So yeah, that's today's exciting project, is let's have a crack at a wicking bed, eh? So there's layer one in. She's level, she's screwed together. So I'll add another layer on top of that now, and then I'll line it. So there you go folks, she's been built, she's lined. You can see the ag pipe line in the bottom, that'll be where the well for the water is. You can see I've pulled some stones out of the aquaponics bed and some I had lying around. The idea is going to be that I'll cover the pipe completely with stones, so looks like I'm in need of a fair bit more. I'll have to try and work out some cheap Charlie way of doing that. Then we'll cover it with weed mat to make sure the dirt doesn't fall through. We'll put some compost and some dirt in there, and we'll have ourselves a wicking bed. Yeehaw! So this is the next day. You can see we've got a ton more rock in. I went out and bought a couple of bags of that black river rock that's nice and rounded, so it shouldn't poke holes in the bottom. And what we're doing over here is mixing up some coir. From now on, the layers on top of that rock are going to be coir till I hit the end of the well. So for anyone else out there who's a coir virgin like me, that's a half a coir block. Now when you put it in your wheelbarrow and add water, bloody hell, they said it was compressed, but boy is it compressed. So that's whipped up a mountain of that stuff. I bought 2 blocks, not 2 of those half size, it's a half block. That's the other half block. So I got 2 full blocks, which I'm pretty happy should well cover that pipe and give me the reservoir at the bottom that I want. Yeah, never used it before, but geez, it's good stuff. It's a lot like bark chip or mulch, but it's fibrous. You've got a lot of, I think, is coconut fibre all through it. Looks good. Alright, so the coir and the rocks, so essentially the well or the reservoir at the bottom is in. That pipe there goes down into that ag pipe. That's how I'll fill the reservoir. Down there we've got a roll of weed mat, which I'm just about to spread across the top to create a barrier between the soil and the well. Over here we've got some compost. That noise you can hear is my silly husky Tarly, the old fat girl. Some compost, it's got horse manure in it, it's got some charcoal in it as well from out of the pizza oven, and then I'll throw in some potting mix all that together, and hopefully end up with enough to fill this bed. Let's see how we go, eh? Okay, weed mat's in. That dirt on top I just threw in there to weigh the damn thing down, because every time the breeze blew it took off like a sail. Cut around that little standpipe. Didn't bother to be too tidy. I imagine it'll sort itself out. It's only a garden bed, for goodness sakes. Alright, let's fill her up. Alright, so there you go. She's finished, folks. I've tidied it up. Cut away that plastic. You can see I've even put in a little dwarf blood navel orange, which I'm pretty excited about. And there's a little exit pipe. I've drilled another hole above that just to make sure, you know, give me a bit of room for error if something goes wrong. Hang on, and I'll take a few steps back so you can see whether or not this fits in with what else is happening in the yard. Alright, so there's that new wicking bed. It'll have mostly turnips, cauliflowers, probably snow peas up the back. It's moving into our autumn now, so good time for planting those. There's the little seats that I built. And the other planter box, so I'm actually thinking that my Rosie will be okay, and reasonably happy as the old fat girl Tarly with how that's gone. I reckon it fits in pretty well. Let's hope for the best, because if my Rosie doesn't like it, there's going to be trouble, folks. Alright, I'll see you later, hey? So here's the behind the scenes. I've done my wicking bed today. I've finished that off. Yeah, it was a little bit of hard work, but not a lot. So now I'm just sitting out in that front al fresco area, enjoying the peace and the solitude. Got my feet up on a chair beside me, and I'm about to fang into these crackers that have homemade chili jam and homemade glasshouse blue cheese. Beautiful. You can see the creamy soft texture on that. Worked a treat, folks. And there's a little rum and coke to still my failing nerves. So it's not all hard work here at McDowall Manor, folks, I can assure you that. See you later.